And we're back from our break. So, it was an improv break. We had to order some pizza. We had a phone call from one of the persons that previously on the episode. So we're going to get back to it, hit the ground running, see if we can finish this thing out without killing Carter.
I'm fine.
You literally just smacked your belly a couple times. I'm like,
come on, liver! Come on!
Got kickstarted real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Wrong tube once again.
Fight. Yep. Total knockout.
Why can't I have two livers like I have two kidneys?
Yep.
What are you guys doing to me?
Yep. We're killing
Just
you.
cut it in half. That makes two, right? Goes back.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh, it's like I almost drowned in a lake.
Cause of death, drowning. But he wasn't even near body water. All right, so the next one we got Iron Root Republic. The cask strength. This is, essentially one of their flagship bourbons. So this is a Texas whiskey, if you're not familiar with it. So this will be the first one.
I'm completely unfamiliar with this. I don't think I've ever even heard of this.
So this is a family-owned company. They recently won World's Best Bourbon.
Okay.
So they are actually bold enough. This is Texas, so the heat in Texas, remember, everything is usually aged in Kentucky. It's not the rule, but it's usually the exception. Mm-hmm. Kentucky, has hot summers, cold winters. It's a 50-50 balance, essentially.
Yeah.
Texas, obviously, is
hot.
Pretty much one-sided. They do have winters, but it's not as extreme as Kentucky, So they tend to have to age a lot less due to the possibility of ruining it or it becoming over-oaked, essentially. Mm-hmm. So this is aged 32 months.
Okay.
This is a heirloom corn, so it's not regular generic yellow corn. So there's going to be a little bit of a different flavor to it, and that's kind of what they're experimenting is different corn varieties. So that's the law, Sebastian. When it comes to bourbon, you have to be 51% corn or more to be considered a bourbon legally.
Okay.
So you can have any other variety as long as your corn ingredient is 51%. So then usually you're going to have about, you're going to have that 51% corn. You're going to have somewhere, your next highest ingredient is going to be a rye. And then you're going to have anywhere from 7 to 12% malted barley.
We should make our own. And then we should make it where it's 51% and then the rest is just rye.
You need malted barley, though. Mm-hmm. Usually you need malted. People do it with malted rye, but you do need a malted grain to kickstart the fermentation process. Mm-hmm. So
back to this Texas, what is it called? Iron Root?
Yep.
Iron Root. So their idea is that if it's aged for only 32 months, that it's actually
they are new.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is just because they're new and this is the oldest product they have, or this is essentially what we have to pull it at.
Yep.
That I don't know. Okay. I'm assuming it's just because they're new.
Okay.
But yes, at some point that will play a factor. Is you won't be able to do essentially standardize age it like Kentucky does in rick houses the same way, because you will run into over oaking essentially, and they're losing a lot less product too, right? Because of the heat and humidity. You're going to lose a lot more to angel share too. So angel share, Sebastian, is essentially when you have it in a barrel aging, you're going to lose a percentage of alcohol to evaporation through into the air. Scotland is about 2%. Kentucky is, I think, around 10%. Texas, I think, if I remember one of the videos, is like 20-30% a year. This is a year, not overall, a year. So every year you're going to use, 10% evaporation. But the first thing to evaporate is water. So a lot of times if you put alcohol into a barrel at 120%, which is I forget what the barrel entry proof legal definition is. There is the maximum you can put it in the barrel. It might be 120 or it's 125, but you can't put it any higher in the barrel to be bourbon. So that's why you see some of these that are higher than 120. That's because the water evaporated off in the barrel, and that's the end product left it higher than the entry proof.
Okay.
So it's interesting, but
I've heard someone talk about that before. Is that how Angel's Envy got its name?
Kind of,
It
yeah.
is.
They brag. They actually brag about it because they say they lose over a quarter. That's part of their marketing. Is we lose over a quarter to the Angels. That's how they describe it.
there is also something called Devil's Cut. That is essentially the leftover whiskey that is in the wood. And Jim Beam makes a Devil's Cut bourbon that they essentially dry out the wood, and it releases the bourbon back in, and then they bottle it. It's more bitter, so they mix it with the other stuff essentially to kind of even it out. But it's more oaky usually. So, but it's interesting. All right, we're gonna go with cork pop on this.
Wow.
Oh.
It's good. That's
It's new, so it's
yeah.
not
Well,
like,
that onomatopoeia was actually like pop.
pop.
A lot of these have just been like a slop.
They've
or
been more of
or
like a slosh.
like
It's
a-
kind of like a
Yeah, like a kapoing.
Kapoing.
Kapoing would be the correct onomatopoeia. That was a pop.
delicious. We've spilled on the couch officially.
Oh no.
And the floor.
It'll evaporate.
I mean, it's just
go.
alcohol.
That's all right.
Clean it off.
Finish it if you don't want it.
Whoever said it.
I can't not drink everything that's put in front of me.
I was. Oh, what was it? I was watching. I was watching a TikTok,
Oh, smell on this.
and there was this guy,
It's
and
very similar to the Russells.
it is.
Get a bit of honey in there?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like a honey sweetness.
It is oaky though.
It's only 15 months.
A little
Oh, but
spice almost to it,
What
too.
I was
Like,
saying is this guy. He was dating this
cinnamon.
Japanese
Yeah.
girl,
Yep.
and her dad.
Look at the color. Sorry to interrupt, but look at the color on that.
It's a nice
It's only 32 months.
dark amber.
That's
yeah.
really
I
surprising.
mean, think about that. I think we got was it Eagle Rare's 10 years old?
and it's less dark than that.
You're right. It's Texas.
Oh man. That's a weird flavor. What?
Oh man.
Sorry, I drank it. I'm like,
It was just the intensity of like your face. You're just like, whoa.
Ooh.
oh, my.
So it's weird. I'm finding it hard to.
Does it taste like a very new whiskey?
Well,
no,
that's what I'm
it's-
trying.
Well, yes, but it's so oaky.
But that's what I'm
It's
trying to
beyond
attribute.
oak.
Is it the new whiskey flavor, where it's like young,
Whoa.
or is it the heirloom corn? Because I've never had anything like that uses heirloom corn before.
I think it's the new.
I think it's very young. It's just like, whoa.
Wow. That's...
Its youth is invigorating.
Ooh, I hit some water with that. Just drink that, and it's just
What is
oak.
the proof on this?
This is 115.
Yeah,
It's
115.
not even that much.
It's the same as the Old Forester.
It kicks you though.
Wow. I'm not saying it just because we came back from a break, but this is potent stuff.
that.
I think there is definitely that new young whiskey aspect to it, but that heirloom corn is doing something. I just don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know what to attribute it to yet.
Tastes like tobacco or kind of
Yeah,
burnt.
it's really oaky
No,
for
it tastes like
32
burnt
months.
popcorn on the end.
Ah,
Burnt popcorn.
it's got like a black licorice or a licorice smell off of it. A little bit.
After you said popcorn, yeah, now I don't get burnt popcorn. I get the butteriness from the oils.
I get butteriness to begin, and then it kind of fades into like a
Toasted.
not like extremely burnt popcorn, but you know, like when you put it in for like a little bit,
Too
like
long.
20 seconds, just a little bit too long, and it's not like everything is burnt, but it kind of tastes like a
like it somehow got stale or something in the
Yeah.
bag because
It's just interesting.
we somehow we mean stale in the best of ways. Like, yeah, this smells stale, really good stale.
Yeah, it's like good stale.
Yeah,
It's a stale.
oh man, I don't like it more than the Old Forester, but I'm really surprised at how much I do.
They're doing
it.
some interesting things in Iron Room. They have a ton of specialty lines that I haven't really been able to find, but I was listening to a podcast the other day, and when I went to Total Wine, this essentially made me look for it, and I found they have the regular one they have is 45% alcohol, and this is the cast strength, but supposedly the cast strength is more of the flagship line.
That's interesting.
Kudos to them.
Not a lot of people do a cast strength
No.
as their flagship.
But we're getting a lot of craft breweries that are starting to become a lot bigger, and I think as that happens, there's going to be some
Craft distilleries that catch up.
I was just gonna say,
right. Well, like Balcones, Iron Root. You look at Westland is one. You have the High West distilleries, which until recently were sourcing, but now are getting their own products and stuff. And some of those could be considered craft. The High West is doing a lot of stuff with finishing ryes, mixing Scotch in with their bourbons and ryes to create flavor profiles. They're doing a lot of unusual things that are even making the bigger distilleries kind of do some things
Sweating
that
their
they had.
pants.
Well, not sweat, but do some stuff that's more interesting.
Yeah.
But like that Devil's Cut thing that we
Yeah.
talked about a little bit. But so yeah.
I still taste burnt popcorn.
What do you guys think about this one?
I thoroughly enjoy this. I
It's
think
very
interesting.
that was a nice change of pace from the Old Forester. I feel like the Four Roses and the Old Grandad and the Old Forester was a great. They have a similar palate, I guess, in comparison to, but they're not so much different from each other. And this one is just like boom, super different.
It's very different. It's not.
So oaky,
Yeah.
so oaky.
All right, let's go to the next
Yeah,
one.
next one, I got some leftovers.
I'd be interested to bring my my Loonshine.
This is one that I would put in an infinity bottle to be like, you
don't want my
ooh,
Loonshine?
this infinity bottle is missing oakness. Like it's too gentle. I'm gonna put this in there to spice it up.
Yeah.
That's what I would use.
Yeah. Yeah. So like Dylan said, so I bought some Loonshine.
We should combine this. Actually, at the end of the episode, remind me. Let's combine a glass of this and a glass of the Russells together
Ooh.
to get an oaky vanilla.
This is my top 5. We have Wild Turkey Rare Breed, cast strength.
It's very rare.
I thought it was barrel proof, or is it both?
Well, that says barrel proof. Yeah, I wonder
Same
what's
difference.
What's the difference between cast strength?
Do they have a
and
cast
barrel
strength of wild turkey, or just in general as a definition?
proof? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a definition that's different? Differs between cast strength or barrel proof?
Because it is the same thing. Cast
same
and
thing,
barrel
Are the
same
same thing.
synonym,
Should
and then
be.
proof,
and
strength,
are the same,
thing.
So this is Oh, we didn't get pricing.
Pricing, yeah. I pulled my phone out. My bad.
Anyways, so the price of the proofing on the Wild Turkey is 58.4% alcohol. So while he's looking up the pricing, I'm going to start pouring this.
$35.
For that iron root?
That iron root.
Cork pop.
Hey, he pulled
Yeah,
me.
we missed the cork pop initially. That's okay. And this one, Wild Turkey Rare Breed Bourbon.
And this is like what? 50, 60? More? Less? 30, 40?
42. $42.99.
Boom.
Serious?
Got it.
Jeez, what is up with this man?
Sebastian, he's recalling the one time with the total wine. He saw all the numbers. He's like, oh.
He's like, whoa, so many numbers.
He's seeing like the numbers rush past his eyes.
Yeah.
Walked by the row, grabbing some
Have you seen
apple.
that human calculator guy? He has mild. He's on the spectrum of autism. That was part of the interview, and then how they just gave him ridiculous numbers. No decimals though, but just ridiculous numbers to work with. They're like, all right, like 175 times 9,223. He just like.
Yep.
He looks in the sky for like 3 seconds and then just says the number, like a computational
Wow.
He said it was 100% right. It's like, okay, they did not verify. I mean, like they could have faked it pretty easily, but they wouldn't have had this guy on the news. I don't think if it was just as a weird. That doesn't grab that much attention.
No.
Like, oh, look at this guy can do math. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
So you calling me Whiskey Rain Man?
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any nose off this?
Butter. Like butter again.
Yeah.
But
Ooh, baby.
like oil. I smell oil. Like cooking oil.
It's oily.
Olive oil.
For this being, I was just about to say, for this being 116 proof, this is very chill.
I don't know why it burned me so much.
Mm-hmm. You probably were breathing while you're drinking it.
Must have been. I've had some wild turkey in my time, the rare breed.
Yeah, it's a nice gentle.
I think I wish I had a new glass at this point. I think the heirloom might have been
Tainting the glass.
tainting a little bit.
Yeah, even when you rinse it, some of it still stays. This is quite similar to the Russells, but cheaper and better.
Yeah, what is it? 55 is the Russells, and this is 58. So this doesn't say that it isn't charcoal filtered, so it probably is. Charcoal filtration is, Sebastian, when essentially when they bottle it, or prior to bottling, when they empty the barrel, it might run through a charcoal filtration to essentially what the reason is when you add water or ice to it, it might become cloudy. So mainly it's aesthetics.
Okay.
Because people might see it on the shelf or add water to it and be like, wow, my whiskey is getting cloudy. It must be going bad. So that's essentially what charcoal filtration does. So some people believe that it strips certain flavors away, and either benefiting it or making that into a negative. So there's a lot of people that are against it. So you will see certain brands advertising non-charcoal filtered or charcoal filtered. Tennessee whiskey
or double charcoal filtered.
Tennessee whiskey is a different process about that, but they do use a charcoal filtration prior to aging it. So it's different, but that's Tennessee whiskey actually has a legal definition to it now. So yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, one thing about this one this is one of the only bourbons I've had that has no fruity flavors. I can't get a fruit off this thing.
can't get cherry off of it. I get cherry.
You do? Okay,
No.
I cannot get a cherry. I get every time I try to get the fruit flavor in my mouth, it just turns into straw, or something lighter and grassier. I'm trying to get that sweetness, and I'm like, no, this is not a fruit. This is like an artificial, like a vanilla, like the Russell's was. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's fruity there. No, that's grass.
Interesting.
So has it been 5 since we've done another top?
Bellamy or Four Roses, I think. Sorry, no, Bellamy was the one we ended with. No. Four Roses was the 5.
Was it?
That was the 5th.
So where are we at? 4?
So now we're 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
All right, we'll do the next one, and then we'll do another top 5. But
Nope. Four Roses was the first. So we have done 5.
we've
Yeah.
done. So all right, so
Of these, Sebastian.
Which is your
We're gonna keep
favorite?
asking Sebastian.
yeah, Sebastian's our numbers guy.
Yeah.
So between the rare breed all the way back to
The Four Roses.
Four Roses. Okay.
I think you're gonna say.
I
Shut your mouth, boy.
Which you should say
Yep.
if you were right.
So my top 3 from those:
Nope.
Yeah.
No particular order.
Old Forester,
Okay.
Four Roses, No. Old Forester Rare Breed 4 Roses.
Oh.
I'd say.
Is that in order or is that not?
I call that an order, yeah.
Okay, I like that. That's actually a good one. I would stick close to that one too.
Yeah.
Personally. But yeah, no, I think that's.
I go 4 Roses first.
Okay.
Oh man, that Old Granddad is so good for the money, but flavor wise, I did like the 1920 more, and then the Old Granddad. I like that Old Granddad more than I thought I would. I've actually never had that. That's my first time having Old Granddad.
Okay.
It's very good.
What do you think, Carter? Your top 3.
I'd probably go Old Forester, Old Granddad, Rare Breed.
Okay. So we're all pretty much,
Yeah.
except for the 4 Roses with
Yeah.
Zach. But, well, do we say pricing on this one?
The Rare Breed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was $42.99.
$42.99.
$42.99.
That's a good price.
$43.
I have seen this for 37.
Yeah.
I think in an MGM, but
Yeah, it is nice to know the prices beforehand, just because
oh yeah,
things will go on sale for like $10, below, and you kind of just gotta grab it,
Yeah.
There was when me and Carter were at the MGM in Woodbury, they had one of my there's a Scotch called Auchentoshan 3 wood, so it's Scotch finished in 2 different sherry casks, and then sorry, we're getting our glasses together. There, I'm good. That's one of my favorite. It's Auchentoshan's a lowland Scotch. So Sebastian said he likes the Highland Scotches. Those are super nice, easy to drink, usually pretty sweet. Lowland is in a similar way, easy to drink, but not usually because of their sweetness.
It's not sweet, though.
Yeah, it's not sweet. It's usually just like it's just not powerful.
They're just nice.
Lots of hidden notes, I think, in the lowland Scotches, but yeah, they don't have like an overpowering flavor that you're like, oh yeah, I like these because blank. That's why a lot of people don't say like lowland is their favorite Scotch, because there's nothing like a lowland Scotch isn't like, oh, so it is this or it tastes like this.
They're kind of boring.
Kind of boring, yeah.
They're not like not like a Highland where you get like predominantly flavorful
Yeah.
profiles, or an Isla where you get particularly peaty.
Yep, exactly. My favorite Highland so far is I remember Aberlour. This guy brought Aberlour. It was 16 year.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Loved it so much. So much. Just it was sweet, obviously, and then probably the second flavor was like it was a delectability of candy, like I don't know. I guess you could tell I like candied things because of my favorite being the E.H. Taylor. That was very candy-like. This was a similar vein. Aberlour's delicate, delicious, delectable. So many other D starting adjectives, Very good.
That's interesting you say that, because Aberlour is actually my favorite Scotch. I like the 16 is pretty decent. I like the 12.
Yep.
But the Abena or the Abena,
Never heard
That's
that one.
where it's at.
it's got some like
That's
sherry
next on
notes
my
to
list.
it.
Then you automatically just decided my next purchase.
Boom.
Boom.
There you go.
Yep. Unless I can find a log, like a special log full and something. Like that's my favorite Scotch is the log 16.
You know what he
Generic.
hasn't have yet?
Generic post.
He hasn't had the Ardbeg Grooves.
Have not had the Ardbeg. We'll do later.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
You guys are just revealing your old episode.
Yeah, I know. So the next one on our list is Old Ezra
7 year.
7-year.
Yep.
Trash.
Dylan
Barrel
texted us.
strength.
He's like, I found this. You guys got to pick this up. Me and Carter are like, oh, we already have like tons of whiskey. Do we need it?
Money.
And
So
then-
Carter and I have tried this.
Yeah. And
So
then,
you guys will be
yep,
new.
we're virgins to this. But Carter was like, we should have bought this, and that just made me feel bad, but also excited in the same vein.
So this is barrel strength, 58.7% alcohol. This is Lux Road Distillers, Bardstown, Kentucky. This actually advertises as charcoal mellowed.
Mellowed?
Mellowed.
And they take a bunch of briquettes and drop them in there
Well,
and then spoon them out later.
I'm assuming it just means charcoal filtered, but that is an interesting way that it is branded as.
I'll show you my charcoal
yeah.
mellow, sonny.
Cork pop.
You gotta stop that, Carter.
Why?
That we won't be able, I guess we're already not a kid-friendly thing, but...
We're reviewing scotch.
I know, but it gives this weird vibe to me.
You don't like my moaning of delectability?
Yeah.
Family-friendly content, my friend.
Family friendly, my butt.
That's good, yeah. I get toastiness from this one.
Delectable toast.
Sweet toast. This tastes like when I was a kid. My mom would
You
make.
taste it already?
No, I didn't taste it.
Okay.
Sorry, I probably said taste. I meant smells. My mom would buy
It's very
cinnamon sugar bagels.
Oh.
This is the smell of a cinnamon sugar bagel. Do you guys want that now?
So why are you saying bagel? Bagel? It's a bagel.
Bagel.
No.
Bagel.
Bagel.
It's a bagel.
Bagel.
Wait, Zach, say it.
Bagel.
Bagel.
No
bagel.
A.
It's a bagel.
I'm not Jewish.
It's
Okay,
bagel.
It's a bagel.
No, it's a bagel.
Okay. Then
You want to fight about
okay,
this?
then whiskey is whiskey. Okay. There you go. It's not a bagel, unless I'm some stupid New Yorkan that
Hey!
into. Are you even
I'd like to assert that it's a bagel.
bagel? That's a boggle.
It's a game.
Yeah. Okay, cinnamon sugar bagels. This is what it smells like.
Either way, who cares at this point? Assert my dominance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let it oak. It
smells like
chocolate
raisins.
off of it.
Whoa, that's good.
Tasty.
That's heavy. Heavy raisin. I was gonna say cherry off the bat. Like this is the most cherry flavor I've gotten today. This is like I took a cherry Pop-Tart, stripped the sugar off of it, shoved it in my mouth.
I had an old fashioned last night, and this tastes like
An old fashioned.
old fashioned.
This is distilled. This is essence of old fashioned.
Essence of
or
old-fashioned.
or old fashioned extract.
I was actually really scared you guys weren't gonna like this because when I tried this last night, I got a little soapy note to it, and I got a little bit scared.
I get metallic. It's the same metallic I got from that blood oath.
Funny you say that.
That's
Yeah.
gone.
Who do you think distills that? This
I don't
company,
remember. Yeah,
Lux Row.
Yeah, with you leading on, that it came to me, but I don't know the name. But yeah,
Blood Oath is distilled by Luxro?
Yep.
Really?
Well, no, because they're sourcing it, but it's the same company.
I like
So they're sourcing it maybe from the same place.
maybe.
I like it.
But
Yeah, I get that same metallic flavor that I got from that. But I didn't like that in the Blood Oath. I don't love it in this, but it's not as strong as it was in the Blood Oath.
here's the thing: is this tasting this, I do get a lot of similarities between the Blood Oath and this.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is better
Sure.
than the Blood Oath. And the pricing on this was $53. And I bought this yesterday.
Yeah.
Same place that they had the Blood Oath for sale. I texted you two to buy it. So, what do you guys think? Do you think you should have bought it or pass?
I do like the flavor. I love the smell. I should have bought it. Yeah.
Shall we go
I mean,
get some?
honestly, we don't know it's gone. It's probably gone.
That's
But we
what I
don't know
mean.
it's gone.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
What do you think, Sebastian?
It was good.
Yeah.
Simply,
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly,
It's
put.
good.
Good.
At some point, you kind of just have to. There's no adjectives to describe something super accurately. So you're like, this is good. This is great.
Yeah, the flavor kind of just
I enjoyed this.
Bomb.
the flavor kind of just rolls across
Yeah.
all of the tongue. It feels
Yeah.
like.
It's super oaky.
Yeah.
That's like the dominant thing to it. Then there's like a brown sugar chocolatey note to it, but it's interesting. I'm glad I found it. It's one of those, I would say, it's similar to the Henry McKenna as far as rarity
Sure.
for
yeah.
us. But It's one of those you just got to pick it up because you'll never, if you don't find it again, you're not gonna know what it
kind of
tastes
see
like.
they have it in a collection. Make sure you open it because
This one is hard to find.
yeah, we don't like people that buy things and resell them for exorbitant amounts.
Exorbitant amounts of money.
And
That's
I'm okay with it if you bought 2 and drank 1, then you're like, okay, you got it. But then the store will usually stop you by selling, limit 1 per person.
Yeah. Which I did think about that. I'm like, what if I took 2 up to the cashier?
Right.
Are they going to stop me?
Yeah.
Do they know? Is there something electronically that tells them?
Right. Yeah.
I hope so.
This is an easy money making opportunity.
Yeah, I checked Cask Cartel, which I don't encourage purchasing from, but I'm often curious of the secondary market, and they were selling this for like $120.
Yeah. So
that's ridiculous.
Double the price, pretty much.
So,
Subtract the fees.
that's part of the secondary market. It's just you gotta kind of navigate it, no pricing, and that's why it's sometimes good to carry around a Total Wine app.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I think it's time for next one.
All right.
This was a common consensus, so I like it. You should definitely buy it if you
can find it.
Can find it. Yep, easy buy.
Oh man, what million was that?
we get like maybe a good 4 ounces of whiskey in that thing.
Yeah.
Carter, you can drink it. You're fine.
Oh, sick.
You said you wanted to get lit.
Let's get sloshed.
All right, Knob Creek time.
We're starting with that
We'll
one,
start
or
with this one first.
Yeah, that's the easier one to find for sure.
This is the classic Knob Creek Single Barrel Reserve 9-year-old age state at 120 proof. Classic Knob Creek Single Barrel.
Wait, when you say classic and then follow it up by that many describing words, is it really classic?
Well, classic, I guess, meaning more to me.
Yeah.
It's a staple.
Yeah, I'm just joking.
classic.
Yeah.
that Knob Creek is. Knob Creek really likes the 120 proof area.
It's a good number.
It's a good number.
It's a nice round number.
It's a nice round number.
All right, cork pop.
Ooh.
Oh my.
It's like a boom,
Boom.
Bang!
jeez.
Yeah, so this is my bottle. This is my, I guess if I saw this again, this is the Knob Creek that I would choose to buy if I saw all of them on the shelf, except for the next, actually, we have another one coming up that I would buy instead, but it's pretty much the same thing.
You would buy that instead?
It's pretty much the same thing.
I understand, but
Yeah.
it's sourced by Britt's Pub.
Right.
I mean, come on.
You're not going to find it
Spoilers.
again. Knob Creek was what made, it's not what made me like bourbon, but it's what made me feel like, oh, bourbon is sweet.
It turned me into a.
This is the
bourbon
first
drinker.
whiskey
Like,
I think I
bourbon is
actually
good.
purchased.
Yeah.
Was a Knob Creek.
Right.
I feel
like
Was this the first one that I purchased? Was that with you? No, I bought something else first. I was with you when I bought that.
So Knob Creek, also Jim Beam product. Like we discussed, Basil Hayden, Old Granddad.
I don't get that nuttiness though that I did from the Old Granddad.
Nut.
I'm missing it.
And that's definitely not as prevalent. It might be there on the
this
taste.
is missing a lot of notes that I thought it had,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
It could be there on the taste. We'll see.
Yeah.
But 9-year-old single barrel program. 9 years.
Yep, it's on the taste.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's delicious.
So pleasant.
Yeah.
What a pleasant drink.
That. How strange is it? The Old Granddad had the nuttiness on the smell and on the palate. This only on
just
the palate.
the palate.
That is delicious.
And this is more expensive
very
than
good.
the Old Granddad by $20 at least.
Oh, yes.
So
55. Do you have pricing?
yeah, let me look it up again. I'm trying to remember when I bought it.
Same age statement as the small batch now. They recently brought back the 9-year age statement on the small batch. Previously, it was removed because they were running out of stock. Assumption is, but back when it was originally founded, it had a 9-year age statement. But
Okay, it's actually not as much as I thought. It's 38.
oh yeah,
49. Maybe it's on sale. I don't know. But
that's a good price.
yeah.
That's a really good price.
It says, oh, it's in limited quantity at our local Total Wine.
Buy them all now. Hurry. I mean, this is classic Jim Beam. Classic 90s.
We say that every time that we drink Knob Creek.
I know.
But it's just true. That's the truth.
classic.
This is the easiest. I guess this would be my recommendation is if you've never had a whiskey before, just buy the regular Knob Creek. And if you like that,
Buy the
you like
the
with I just
120.
then get into it, like that is the
Oh, really?
opening gate. I'd say Knob Creek. Either
I
Knob
do
Creek or
honestly
Four.
think-
I'd say either Knob
But
Creek or Four
saying,
Roses.
are you saying purchase the small batch first and then get the 120?
No,
Or,
the
No. There's
normal Knob Creek.
Yep. Well, now they have the 9-year age statement. Then I would just say just get the 9. But even before that, I would just say get the no age statement.
right.
80 was it 80
Yeah.
proof or 80
No,
or 90
it's
proof?
100.
The regular one is.
The small batch is 100 proof.
Then yeah, that one.
Dang, dude. That is
And 9 years old now.
9 years old at 100 proof. That's pretty good.
Checks boxes.
Yeah, it checks a lot of boxes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is 100. Checks all the easy boxes.
Checks
Have you
my
had-
boxes.
Check my boxes.
Oh, baby.
Have you had this one before, Sebastian?
I have not had this one.
What do you
no.
think?
What's important to note is, do you think it's that much different than the regular 100 proof small batch?
We don't have that one to compare with them, though.
I know, but just from memory.
Perhaps slightly. I'm definitely getting some solid nut or nuttiness.
Solid.
here.
Nut.
Solid nut.
It's a good nut.
It's a very
That's a very solid nut.
yes. I like this. I'll be getting this tomorrow.
Yeah, it's kind of plain. Should we move on to the next Knob Creek? Just get through these.
Yeah, let's get through it.
Just-
This one will be an interesting
I will
comparison,
say,
though.
this
Yeah.
is interesting. So this next bottle is mine.
Yep.
It is... So I had never found any... Well, I guess I have. I've seen one or two other ones like this. So this one is... I don't know if it's that it's sourced or that it's requisitioned from a local pub.
Well, Brits probably did a barrel pick.
They did a barrel pick.
at Knob Creek.
Yeah.
So this is the barrel that they specifically selected.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with the cork pop, and then you can continue on.
Ooh.
Nice.
So this was a barrel pick from a local bar, bar and grill in our area called Brits Pub. And I found this at an MGM with Dylan. And I have seen a couple other ones of these. One in Wisconsin that was like from Festival or something like that.
So you're just saying bottle or picks.
They're just barrel picks. That's all they are. But I really do like this. Very good.
Yeah, same story here. This smells warmer than the last, but I just don't get anything that like in particular.
It's not sticking out as far as the nose goes
Yeah.
for me.
It is a little bit nuttier, I would say,
On the smell or the taste?
and smell.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
It's the same proofing.
to me,
so
it just smells dry and like dusty. It's
yeah.
like dusty.
It
Real
seems to
neutral
be
smell.
allowing the alcohol content to come out more.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same.
Yep. I feel like this is like it's hiding something. It's like a treasure chest you gotta open
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna go on the taste on this one.
Okay.
That's different. It's a little bit sweeter and smoother on the
Way sweeter.
beginning palate, ending mid palate.
So this doesn't have an age statement, right?
No, it should be. Yeah, it'll have an age statement on it.
It's got when it was bottled.
We're gonna pull it.
So this was barreled on 2/4/2010 and selected on 5/1/2019. It says selected. It doesn't actually say barreled.
But it's at least 9
It's at least 9 years.
And
Yeah.
it's not 10.
No.
So
So it's
9
full
years
year
old.
older. Yeah.
So it is the same age. It's just wait, 2010 and 2019, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did I say? Full year older? No,
Yeah.
never mind.
No, it's
It could be a different rick house. It could be a different placement in the rick house.
Well, it
could
does
be-
have the
It's got the rick house and the barrel number on it.
the warehouse number is W-L. Floor is F-06. Rick is R-12. Doesn't really help us comparing to the other one because there is not that identification on it, but
Yeah, I don't get nuttiness from this. I get minty and spicy for the flavor.
there's a nuttiness in the mid palate.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
It is surprisingly spicy.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that like this is really spicy, but it's not like a real spice. It's just like a gentle. That's why I said mint.
Do you think it's
Just
more
kind
of
of caresses you with
Yeah.
the spice.
Do you think it's more of a kitchen spice, like a cooking spice, or?
No, I wouldn't. I guess. Well, yeah, I guess it is an herbal. It's an herbal spice smell. It's not like, oh, this is spicy on my tongue. Same with the flavor.
Yeah.
This is much easier to drink than the regular 9-year. It is way different. That is so weird. Again, with the same like before we compared the Eagle Rare and the what was the same as the Eagle Rare? The we're talking about the same mash bill. Was the
No.
No,
was
Russell. Was it Russell's or was it the wood?
No, that's Wild Turkey.
Nashville.
It's probably just the E.H. Taylor. Yeah, it was just the Eagle Rare and the E.H. Taylor. How different they taste for being the same recipe.
Yeah.
This Knob Creek, same. I'm assuming it's the same mash bill, same recipe.
As far as what?
As far as
Between the last 2
9-year.
Knob Creeks we tried, the 9-year and the Barrel Select.
No, they're exactly the same. The only difference between those is it's a
Barrel
Brits Pub
Select.
selected.
Right.
But the single barrel of the 9-year is still a single barrel. They're
Yeah.
both single barrels.
Right. How different so that was the point I was making is we before we compared 2 different whiskeys that were the same mash bill, different ages. And we're like, this is way different.
And these are like
This is the same thing,
basically the same.
but a different barrel.
Yep.
How different this tastes.
This hypothetically, without knowing, I mean, there are cases that barrels sit next to each other
Yeah.
and they'll be completely different.
Yeah. This highlights how important it is to be if you're a taste tester or distiller or whatever, how spot on your flavor has to be for your product to be the same similar across the board.
Well, it's amazing when you come to it, like just for example, Buffalo Trace, to make that product be consistent for years and years to come. How amazing that is to be able to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Especially when you have barrels and barrels and barrels aging.
Yeah.
That they could all come out completely different from one another. So, but. So this next one is this one's actually pretty special. This is continuing to be a Jim Beam product. This is Booker's Little Book, Chapter 3, The Road Home. This is 61.3%.
I wish we had a video because this is one of the darker
This is a nice one.
whiskeys we have.
It's got a little tag on it. So this is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is blended with a 9-year-old Basil Hayden, 9-year-old Knob Creek, 12-year-old Booker's, 11-year-old Booker's, and 12-year-old Baker's. So, lingering, warm, and sweet.
It's got some interesting flavors.
Tones of oak. This is like I said, Chapter 3, year 2019. Barrel pop.
Barrel pop.
Cork pop.
That's good. Kind of dry. Gonna show you that barrel pop. Gonna pop the bung out of it.
Oh my.
And we are starting to lose our inhibitions. We are basically dead.
Welcome to heavy Portland.
Oh man, this smells so good.
It does.
It's off the nose. It's more of that honey, brown sugar, sweetness to it. A little bit of oak. Do I get any fruit off of it? Cherry.
I was
it's
gonna say
cherry.
apricot.
Really?
Really?
Sebastian gets apricot?
No, he gets cherry.
I was thinking
No,
more
he was
cherry,
like he was
honestly.
saying really to me. He's like, really?
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
I get more
He's like,
cherry.
I
in there.
doubt your smelling skills.
I definitely get cherry. Sebastian, I get cherry. Carter, do you get any cherry? Are you doing the flavor? You want a taste already?
Oh, he's diving in.
Dive right in.
What is that?
You know what it means.
Hand
I don't know
symbols.
what that means.
Carter's throwing gang signs at us.
Stop
You know what that means.
Twist it.
No, I don't.
I'm throwing up West Side gangs.
I am so white. I am sitting here with Hawaiian shirt and socks and sandals right now.
Yeah. Inside. He's wearing the sandals on carpet inside.
I didn't want to get
Never
dog.
doubt
I didn't
his
want to get
whiteness.
dog hair on my
Your
socks.
socks.
So
Yep.
there's that.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I have to taste. I haven't tasted it yet.
Oh, dang.
I got pretzel off the nose right as I was about to sip it.
Pretzel.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's so smooth.
So a toasty dough, kind of.
And it's very...
I get
Like a brioche bun almost?
Maybe.
It's like a...
I mean, I guess I get some doughiness on the scent.
It's like a buttered brioche bun. Like, there's a lot of butter on it. And it's a lot of, like...
Yeah.
It's really smooth. And it's very just kind of like... It's oily.
Yeah, well, it's definitely oily off the taste, but
It's a lot sweeter in the mid palate, I would say, than the Knob Creeks that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Even compared to the select one that Carter got, which was sweeter than the regular one. But
so what was the proof on this?
126.
Booker's little book.
crap.
122.
61.3. I think that's what it was.
Okay, so 122.6. Would I even be able to find a price on this?
You're gonna probably just have to use Google on that total.
Yeah.
Pricing's gonna be.
But even so, I just mean, is it going to be?
And this is a very limited thing, so I mean, it's
Yeah.
a 1 year. Once a year, they release a edition.
Yeah.
Chapter 4 released recently for 2020. Not sure.
But they do release, because they do have like quarters, right? Quarters of the year they have.
You're thinking of the regular one.
Yeah, it's not the little book.
It's
It's just the regular series
Correct.
of bookers. Yeah.
Which we will get to.
Okay, this is chapter 3. What chapter is this? 3?
3. Road Home.
It's looking about $150.
I think I spent 120.
Yeah. I don't know if any of that is like retail.
Right. I mean,
I'll tell you right now, it's not
no.
$120 bourbon.
I agree.
But, and I guess I will say that because of this, I don't enjoy particularly the scent because it's not a very inviting
No.
scent to it. It's really good. The flavor is really good.
Yeah, but it's not, even on the flavor. No, $120.
I get like this toward the very end when my mouth is drying up. And the spice that's left makes this like a horseradish taste feeling.
I guess I can kind of see that.
When I spread it all over my tongue, I take a big breath. My nasal's clear like I'm eating like horseradish or wasabi.
It does kind of have that cleansing effect to it.
Yeah. I guess that was more what I was getting at, is the effect. Like, I can feel it in my nose. I liked that a lot.
Yeah, it was good. For the price,
No.
I'd pass.
But nothing that we've had has tasted quite like that.
No.
It's true. No. So we got other bookers coming up.
Book.
This is the batch 2019-01 at 62.95%.
69%.
6 years old, 3
Nice.
months, and 1 day. This is
How old? Sorry.
6 years, 3 months, 1 day.
Okay.
Teresa's batch, I think is what it's called.
Patricia's batch?
Teresa's?
Teresa's. Yeah.
Teresa's batch. I've heard about this one, actually.
So
I've never had this one either.
hollow.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like my heart!
Oh, that hurts my heart.
Oh, that last one is so sweet. It made my tongue, like, after having a lot of candy, like your tongue gets sore.
Yeah.
I get that. I've been feeling that
Like
now.
a lot of Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
Don't tempt me with the crunch, boy.
Crunchitize me, Captain.
Crunchitize me,
Can't believe
Captain.
that was ever their slogan. That doesn't make
Aye,
any
aye,
sense.
matey.
Wait, crunchitize me?
Crunchitize me, Captain.
That was a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was their. That was all the commercials.
What?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
It was kind of in the same voice as the tiger from Frosted Flakes, but instead of him saying "they're great," it's "Crunchitize me, Captain."
Put it in me, coach. I mean,
Put me in, coach.
Oh, well, now
That's
we
what I
can't.
say to this whiskey. Put it
Off
in
the
me.
nose.
this has like a sour note to it on the nose.
Yeah, I guess I don't get sour. I just get dry.
I get like a sour note.
No,
to
It
it.
smells like I'm in the desert.
Smell my
I get-
glass.
Cabbage? What?
No, your smells the same as mine.
Really? I get sour note.
Yeah. No, you smell my glass.
I don't get the sour note as much.
No, and mine.
No.
Okay. So I'm drinking from a Glencairn,
You wanna try-
and
I'm gonna drink my.
the one is
smell mine.
the one is smelling from a similarly shaped, but not quite. What is it? Just a fluted Glencairn?
Well, mine's a Norland.
Norland.
Does it smell different, Sebastian?
Yeah, it almost smells more muted.
So this is what I was talking about when we need potion bottle glasses, because obviously the thin spout and the big base would obviously be better smells.
This is more nuttiness, the pronounce, than the little book.
Oh, my Lord.
I taste the sour. Now,
I
smell
don't
it.
taste the sour.
I taste sour. It makes my lip, my tongue is like retracts after drinking this. Like,
A little puckery.
pucker. My lips pucker.
That's a noise.
So, do you have pricing
Yeah,
on
let me grab
on
this
that
real
one?
quick.
$69.
The thing about these are
Everything's different.
every quarter they always come out with a different batch, so no two are ever the same essentially. So
This is $78.
I've seen it for 60,
Okay, this is a total wine.
but yeah, total
the
they've kind of
Teresa's
bumped these
batch?
up by $10.
I bet the box itself that they come in is like $10 to make or sell.
I got the boxes downstairs.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah,
is the
that's-
Teresa, and the previous was the third
Little Book,
chapter.
3.
Chapter 3.
Okay.
Road
I
Home.
don't like this one as much as the little book.
No,
But I guess I like the smell better.
I guess
Doesn't
the
taste
little
as
book
good.
is also very limited, special, one time a year release.
yeah, but so is a
Right.
single barrel Knob Creek. You know,
still.
any
Everything's
single
unique. This is not worth the 7. Even if it was 60 is close, but I still wouldn't buy this for 60.
No, it's too similar to a Knob Creek.
Yeah.
But
I mean, for all being Jim Beam products.
All Granddad takes the cake for me.
Oh, yeah.
For Jim Beam products.
I mean, Old Granddad, it's got the flavor, it's got
Yeah.
the... I mean, it's not crazy high proof, but I mean,
It's pretty high. I mean,
for 114 proof, it's pretty
Yeah.
good.
so right now we're taste testing lots of bourbons. So we're going back to back to back to back. Our intake of bourbon is a lot. Imagine we went back to just complete sobriety and had to pick one for our nightly drink. We're winding down from a day of work. You know, I feel like we'd give these different opinions, but I would not choose the higher proof stuff to wind down with.
No.
No.
I would choose it if I'm like, oh, I want to, like we're doing right now. I want to examine some whiskeys. I am in mood. Yeah, I'm in moods like that at home.
No,
I
yeah.
get home from work. I want to try something different. You know, that's usually when I crack open like my Glenlivet's, the different like Glenlivet's, or my log. You know, like when I want something smoky. You know, I want something different.
so
That's when I would try these
We're gonna-
higher proof stuff.
right. So we're gonna be jumping into the Woodford Reserve Masters Collection.
We're also in the last 4.
The final 4.
Yeah, have you been through 5 since
Final four.
the rare breed? Or,
Carter,
What did I do?
you misorganized these.
Did I?
Yeah.
what's the proofing on this?
61.6. That last one was 62.9.
Oh wow.
Well, who cares? We're already lit.
So
We're not that low.
No, we're not that lit.
they're close enough. But this is a Woodford Reserve Masters Collection batch proof.
Check the larceny.
The 100, it's the same.
Okay.
The 123.2. So they don't actually tell what year it is, but every year is different. But the way you can tell is based off of the proofing. You can determine what year it is. This might be the 2019. I don't know. But we're gonna go on the cork pop.
That's a nice one. You can do it, Zach. You can open that bottle. Yeah, baby, just a little bit less alcohol. Let's get it. Because I can't count.
Don't worry, you got Whiskey Rain Man here for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
Whiskey Rain Man.
All right, Whiskey Rain Man, tell me, what is the... That was a perfect pour, by the way. What is the price on this?
$69.
The Rain Man forecast is
It's a fancy bottle.
$68.99.
Gotta find it still.
$69.99. I know what the pricing is on this one.
It's taking a while to find it. There we go. This is a Master's Collection, right?
Oh.
Batch proof
Oh. That changes.
or batch
things.
or
Yeah.
what do they say? Collectors? I don't know.
It's a Master's Collection barrel proof, batch proof.
Let's add 20 to
They don't
that.
have this on total right now, so let me...
They did have this for sale at Total, but it was a 2020 edition.
Yeah.
It smells grapey.
Yeah, grapey, oak, brown sugar.
Yeah, I'm getting graped in the nose pretty good here.
I've heard that the grape can come across meaning that it is the essentially oak, but some people interpret it as grape, which is interesting.
All right, so this is... So what would you say?
Initial was $68.99. Then
Okay.
we tacked on 20 onto that.
So you want $89.99. So $90.
Yeah.
Okay. This is hard to find right now. So you can buy it for $150, but the retail MSRP is $129.99. $130.
Yeah, it's a little bit pricey.
Oh, but it's good.
It is good. It's good.
This is really
Oh,
good.
it's really good. Oh, it just like leaves you with that nice. It's like a. It's not too viscous, but it's like it leaves you with that nice kind of like lingering. Coats your mouth. It's very nice. Into the mouth.
nice.
This one I found at the
Find a top 10.
Colburn's.
no, not the cool right. Yeah, right.
Right.
No, the Lunds and Barley's
Of course.
Oh, for
Lance.
real?
yeah,
That's funny.
liquor store.
Yep.
I think I paid around $120 for it.
Did it have a box or was it just
No, it's
straight
just
up?
that. That's how it comes.
Jeez.
Yeah. What do you think, Sebastian?
I like this. The taste, it's not like a quick to the end note. It just slowly rolls over the palate with a different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like a slow crescendo. I like
So
this.
masterfully put. So even though this is like, this, you know, these are misorganized.
Oh.
This is less proof. So this is 61 proof or 62 proof. Oh, sorry, percent. 124 proof.
123.2.
Okay. So even though this is less so than the Bookers that we tried, this is very hard to tell the proof. It's that smooth and oaky.
Good.
I get no heat.
It is so oaky.
Very little spice.
Chocolatey.
Yeah.
Oaky.
Oh, the
brown
cocoa
sugar.
in this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other cocoa that, the only so far, the ones that present a cocoa note to it would be like the Old Ezra and the 1920 Old
Yeah.
Forester.
Yep.
1920 primarily because it is also the Brown Foreman product. So is the
Brown.
Woodford Reserve.
Ha!
So
Brown chocolate. Ha!
Cocoa.
So, is it worth $120, $30?
Yes.
I'm gonna say no. It's really good, but that's a lot of money.
Yes.
That is double the.
I think how much better it is than the Road Home little book.
It's if we're in that, yeah, if we're in like these upper price ranges, you might as well go for this. Then because the little book was 100 and
20.
I gotta remember again. I think it was 130. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
This
totally.
is yeah.
You're going home with the Woodford Reserve. That's the choices.
That's the moral of the story.
That's the moral story. I watched. There was a YouTube video of a channel, Bourbon Junkies. They did the whiskeys that are worth the high pricing or something was the title along that,
Right.
and the 2020 version of this one was on there. They said
Okay.
if you're gonna spend the money, buy this. It's yes, they're better pricing, but if you're gonna spend the money, it's totally worth around that price range.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's phenomenal. But yeah.
Should we move on to the criminal larceny?
I'm excited for this one.
Yep. What is honestly, I don't know. What is larceny? The crime.
Larceny is
it's referring to.
no, larceny is a actual
I thought it was a forgery kind of thing.
larceny.
You're right. You are right.
Larceny.
Extras?
The theft
Did I drink all
of
that?
personal
Gotta make sure.
property.
Theft
What is
of
it?
what?
Personal property.
Okay, so it's just okay. So it's not quite forgery. Well, it could be forgery, but it's okay. Theft of personal.
So
property.
this is it's got John E. Fitzgerald larceny. It's the Heaven Hill product, barrel proof. Batch number A120. Proof is 123.2, so it is the same as Woodford Reserve. But this is a wheated bourbon, I believe. So it's the next highest grain bill. I think so. I think it is. It's not actually saying anything about that. Maybe I'm wrong. 6 to 8 year old bourbon. Unchill filtered. So, cork pop.
Good stuff. Oh, God. Jeez. Thank you. Let me get the pricing on this real quick. Is this something they would have at Total Wine?
I don't know. I got
Maybe.
this at Colburn's.
Okay.
Good old Colburn's.
I'm guessing $85. $85 buckaroos.
Yeah, it is on their website, but yeah, it's not in stock right now at the Total Wine. But retail. Sebastian, do you have an idea? Numbers guy,
This one's a little nebulous.
Mr. Rain Man.
Ooh, nebulous. It's a big word.
Definitely nebulous.
Does that mean vast, or what does that mean?
Unknown, uncertain.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I don't get anything off the nose that I haven't got from like any of the other ones.
Kind of sweet.
Nothing distinct either. Yeah, like
Hint
nothing
of
stands
sweet.
out to me.
It's pretty boring on the nose.
Yeah,
Like a
What do you-
little
what do you-
honey or sweet.
Okay.
yeah,
smidge.
I mean, sweet-ish.
Not very
Even
bright,
then, it's
but
like
it's there.
So
Anyway.
what do you think the pricing is, Sebastian?
Oh, dang.
We're going to go with $93.99.
93.99. Interesting. Panzer, get out of here.
Come on, bud.
it is exactly half of that price.
Are you kidding me?
I shouldn't say exactly. It is $1 off from that price, half of that price. It's $47.99.
No
This
way.
is $48.
No way.
Are you sure?
The barrel proof.
The barrel
Of
proof is
larceny.
$48?
Yeah,
You have blown my nose. Or mind.
I forget what
unless
I
this
paid
is
for
unless this is a special one. Like
No.
but this is the barrel proof. Yep.
What are you doing?
Panzer.
We got a doggo in here, a wild doggo.
Yeah.
Sit down. Sit.
We would give him whiskey, but I don't know if
Sit.
he'd have any good commentary.
Go.
Poor guy.
His whimpers alone would be more intelligible to an audience than drunken us, you know. So maybe at some point, if we just kept going, you know, with these high proof stuff, we'll just have the dog start barking.
Yeah. Some color commentary from Panzer.
Exactly. Out.
Buddy, come on. Go downstairs.
As long as she's down in here.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Cheap stuff for what it is.
Wow.
I haven't taken a taste yet. Well, we said already, it doesn't have a distinct smell. It's not super like, whoa.
It does have a pretty distinct taste from the higher proof whiskeys that we've had.
Can we make a compilation of the small volume, all of us like lip smacking, you know? Why?
Yeah.
Kind of like a cotton candy popped in my head.
Yeah, I guess. The smell into the flavor, I get savory.
Into the mouth.
I get a savory flavor.
It really punches me at the front of the tongue and then slowly works its way back.
It's not as subtle as the other ones.
No, it's not subtle at all. It's not gentle, but this is pretty good. I guess I just don't. Nothing stands out, and nothing's bad.
Welcome to bourbon,
Right, right.
where everything's pretty middle ground.
Pretty middle ground. This is just meh,
Yeah.
and I would not pay $48 for this.
You wouldn't pay $48 for a barrel proof?
Because I like both of those knob creeks we tried.
There's
Better than this. Like,
really.
yeah.
For the extra 6%, I think.
I think it's worth it.
You do?
I still don't believe that $48 is what the MSRP is, but for that, yes, no, I definitely, yeah, that's getting picked up. But you know, it's like, it's sweet, but it is very tangy.
This specific batch is A120, right? Yeah. This specific batch is actually going for more than the rest on like secondary markets, like $90 to $120.
So it's good. It's a good batch.
Yeah. Which I find surprising because I don't.
I thought I spent 53 or 60 or something
Something
around there.
Yeah.
Which I might have, but
Yeah. Every liquor store they can choose what they want, you know? It's a store. I can't get behind that. I don't know what's up with it.
Yeah.
I just can't love it.
It is just.
There's nothing wrong with. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this.
Nothing wrong with it.
I can
But
enjoy it like thoroughly. I
it's
don't know what is up
not-
with it.
Very neutral as far as where it stands.
Yeah.
It's boring.
I guess the one thing I'll say is it's missing a full body because I'm not getting a finish off it, like a long finish.
No, it's kind of like there and gone very fast.
It's like
I won't
boom.
say it's that fast.
Hi.
Yeah, it's gone. Like there's no
Flash
it's
in the
lacking
pan
something.
almost.
so we
Moving
are at the 1792. We are still below the Booker's, which was mislined up, but
That's all right.
We are?
we're still below. This is only 62.5. That one was 62.95.
Pretty close.
So we're same level, but this is a single barrel select by Total Wine. So
Nani?
you know, whereas the full proof is usually blended or something. This is single barrel. So cork pop.
Is this full proof?
Yep.
Okay.
Into the mouth.
So according to Total Wine, the taste profiles of this are rich, spice, and maple. So watch out for that maple. Otherwise, you might mistake it for maybe a Gibson's or something, or a Canadian whiskey of some sort. You know, I always found that kind of weird. Lots of Canadian whiskeys do have maple notes. See, obviously they don't put
Maple syrup.
maple
Kurt, can you give me
flavoring
that
in it.
glass?
They just
Why
kind of
didn't
have
you
it.
sit down and get your glass?
Forgot about it.
Rookie move.
He knows this is not good. No, I'm just joking.
Carter, can you finish my drink for me?
No,
Yep.
I'm already like.
Well, no, he said it in front of you. So
It is
you have to
mapley
finish
afternoon.
it.
No,
So I
it's-
have to finish. Oh, I never finished what I was talking about. So there was that guy who was dating that Japanese girl.
Oh, yeah.
In that TikTok that I was talking about. So I guess it's like a thing in. I know it's kind of weird. We're going way back.
Yeah, dating Japanese girls is weird.
That's not what I mean.
None.
I meant that like it's just a random TikTok that I came across.
Yeah.
But basically, his dad is Irish. Her dad is Japanese. I guess it's a Japanese like culture thing to drink what you're given.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kept giving him
Because he's Irish.
he just kept giving him stuff.
Yeah.
Just more and more and more and more. And her dad, I guess, was just blasted.
Yeah. Is it of the Japanese culture? Is it okay to decline something?
No.
No.
No, you had it's disrespectful
Yeah.
to not consume or like drink something that you're given.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like he just was blasted.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, the nose is very maple-like.
Yep. It's this actually like smells like an artificial sweetener to me, like a Splenda.
Splenda.
Spicy, but very sweet.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of. That is so
It's a lot of things happening in my mouth.
syrupy.
Yeah.
This tastes like not necessarily maple syrup, but just a syrup in general because of its viscosity and oiliness. Mm-hmm. That is weird.
I hated the 1792 small batch when I first had it.
Uh-huh.
I completely disliked it. But the Bottle and Bond and the Full Proof, love them.
Yeah, I really like the Bottle and Bond.
So do I.
I remember that super surprising me because I did not like the.
Yeah.
There's a regular 1792, right?
Small
Besides
batch.
That is a small batch.
Small
That's
batch is
the
the regular.
quote unquote. Okay, yeah,
There's no legal definition
right, but
of a small batch.
But that's what they like their baseline. Okay, yeah, because I just like that too. I didn't like it. Bottled and Bond, completely different. I don't know how.
I agree.
I gotta have it again to
Yeah.
to remember the exact flavor profiles that were different. But I just remember in my mind like that was so much better. Because maybe this is misremembered too, but that was my number 3 or 4 on the part 1 and 2 of this episode. I put that as it was either that or the Henry McKenna.
Mm-hmm. That Henry McKenna is just so good.
It's so middle of the road.
Yeah, it is, but it's really good.
But
yeah,
it's
it's so
really
good, but yeah, nothing's like whoa.
All right. Well,
Yeah, so
it's
syrupy.
good. It's just not.
Oh, sorry. Pricing. This is. Sorry.
It's not blowing me away.
No, this is $45.
It is more
Straight
full
up.
body than the previous, though.
It is full bodied. I will give it that.
Yeah.
But I think that's only because of how long that middle flavor. It doesn't adapt. That middle flavor doesn't change into a nice finish. It's the same flavor through and through.
Yeah.
It
No
just lasts a
transition.
long. It just lasts a long time.
Just sits on your tongue.
Yeah, and that's not bad, but in that sense, it's missing something. There's no evolution of the flavor profile.
I would put this bourbon in the same category of best value alongside the Old Granddad 114. Probably.
Like value for proof.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And flavor. Old Granddad, the Knob Creek 9-year single barrels. This, maybe the Wild Turkey Rare Breed. As far as value, but you're still getting that high proof and that flavor and the oiliness that coats you and leaves you with a full body and the full experience of a bourbon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I will say after the rare breed, none of these have blown me away. You know, with their higher proof, I feel like. You know,
with the higher proof of the flavor, you're not saying flavor. You're just saying
well,
the high
I was
proof
hoping that the higher proof would bring out more of the bourbon flavors that I desired that I liked about the rest.
The Woodford, if you taste the regular Woodford, excuse me, if you taste a regular Woodford Reserve, compare that to the barrel proof.
Yeah.
I don't know this exactly, but hypothetically, if that's the same bourbon,
Yep.
that barrel proof is amplified.
Okay.
10 times compared to the regular
Yeah,
45%.
the normal.
You know.
Okay, yeah. But I guess what I was just finishing is that the rare breed, that what was that? 59, 60 proof?
It's
Or sorry,
100
percent?
It's 116
50
proof.
So 58 proof.
Yeah.
The proceedings after that have not
Right.
blown me away with an evolution of more of that bourbon flavor that I want or desire. You know, they haven't.
Been
changed
very
it.
similar.
Yeah, I would say once you hit like that 55%,
Yep.
you're not getting more. Well, I can't say.
You're not getting more until this next one.
Well, but it's like they're not blowing you out of the water. Once you hit 55%, it's not going to blow you out of the water.
Right.
You know, it's
And we haven't gotten that far above that either, because now we're at the Booker's was 63%.
almost 63.
63.
That's
Almost
our
63%.
highest. Yeah.
That's only 5% higher, right? So.
So, all right,
And
we're gonna
that's-
try our last one.
Yep.
El fin de todas las bebidas.
What does that mean?
Great. Sebastian's gotten to the point of the
Nope.
night where
No,
he
no, no,
speaks
no, no.
fluent Spanish.
Oh, great!
That's
Oh,
all the time,
great.
baby. Just enough to be dangerous.
I think
Yep.
Brooklyn just came in. We should hand him an infinity glass and tell him you have to finish this to get to the point we're at.
Yeah, 6 ounces worth of.
6 ounces worth of mixed whiskey.
Yeah, no thanks.
I'm so excited for this next one. This has got
Sebastian.
Oh, is that-
Sebastian.
Wait. Is this the Craig? I recognize that bottle shape.
yes. This is special to me because this is what Dylan gave me.
Oh my.
So, Elijah Craig, small batch, Kentucky straight bourbon,
Oh baby.
barrel proof, uncut, straight from the dang barrel.
Does it say from the dang barrel?
No,
That'd be great.
we'll make a petition. This is 12 years old, non-chill filter. This is the oldest age-stated bourbon. Batch number is C919. Last 2 digits of the year, so it's a 2019 release. This is, so that last one, our highest was 63%. This is 68.4% alcohol. So almost 7%.
I'm excited.
So,
Oh baby. It's 136 proof.
and this was like $60. Oh, I already spoiled the price. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess this is around the
Well,
$60
When Dylan
range.
spoils the price, that means you know it's a good value.
All right. Pop cork.
Woo! Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I haven't touched my bottle in a while, so this will be good. Remind me why I'm.
And don't forget to pick up your glass this time, Dale.
Sploosh, sploosh. I know, right?
This
I
is
smell a little toastiness, but
the last bottle for today.
to be honest, I guess I'm not smelling anything in particular again. Maybe it's because we're towards the end.
Our
But
glass might be ruined, or palate
Yeah.
might
I
be
think we
ruined,
burned
who knows?
ourselves
the
out.
last couple I've tried, but yeah, I'm just not like picking up anything except for get that toastiness. I get a little toast.
All right, taste.
That's hot.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that rolls over quick.
That's
but
like
slow.
appley, brown sugar,
Yep.
some maple.
This is on Google,
Oh, yeah.
but out of 20 reviews, this has 25-star reviews. This is a 5.0 on
Nailed
Google reviews.
This is the best value
Oh, it's so good.
to cost and flavor
Oh, it's so good.
and age,
Yep.
barrel content as far as alcohol content.
It
just-
really does kick you in the butt, though.
Yeah, but it's a
Holy
great.
crap.
And once it's gone, it's gone. It's amazing. So it'll have to be
we got more doggo.
purist.
No, it's a
We
hunter.
got a hunter here, a secondary guest on the last bottle.
You on a couch?
Join us if you can.
There's a breathalyzer.
Gluten
Doggy.
tog.
Away.
Panzer, out. Out.
or sit there.
Or he's just entertaining. I'll just pet him. He'll
He's
stay
a good
here.
boy.
Anyways, yes, this is a 12-year-old, 168 proof E.H. Taylor by Heaven Hill.
Did you say E.H. Taylor?
E.H. Taylor by Heaven Hill.
Maybe.
He did, but that's okay.
Elijah Craig.
Elijah Craig.
This is the end of the episode. Doesn't matter.
So,
Pour Hunter some. Oh, we don't have a fifth glass. Never mind. Straight from the bottle.
you want to try some?
What is it?
It's our highest proof.
It's our highest
whiskey
proof.
that we own.
Elijah Craig.
What notes do you get off of it? Distinctively.
Got nothing.
Nothing in particular.
Oh,
He is drinking a
it's not bad.
beer.
It's warm.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
warm.
warm.
It is warm.
It's hot.
At 136 proof, I'd assume it's warm.
Doesn't burn though.
Sure.
No.
It's still smooth.
No.
Yeah, this burns less than the probably even
Well, I
larceny.
I think that's the show is the alcohol content itself is not directly affiliated with the burning aspect. You know, you got the flavors and stuff that are definitely going to influence it. Alcohol content are definitely going to influence it. Dog, get.
Bud, chill.
But so you know, it's not directly tied to burning. But what do you think, Sebastian? What's your top 3 out of everything?
Oh, everything.
Top 3 out of everything. And this is from, let's see, Old Ezra onward, is it?
No, we're
everything.
talking
I've-
like
oh.
everything.
We're
Everything.
closing out.
Closing
maybe
it
we
out.
should have to do 2 lists in a row. Well, of the
All right,
last
all right.
6 or so that we tried, and then overall.
All right, so the last 6, we're going to go with, man, this is tough. We're going to go with Woodford Reserve,
All right.
followed by this very close, almost first, Elijah Craig. They're neck and neck.
Interesting. And your third?
Third, we're going to go with Little Book third chapter.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, so I mean, from Sebastian's point of view, the $60 Elijah Craig is as good as the $120 Woodford Reserve Double Oak Barrel Proof. Something to be said there.
Yeah.
Very,
Well, and
very
it's
close.
12 years old, too.
Yep.
So it's the oldest out of all of them.
Yep.
Unchill filtered. And the highest proofing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's... Actually, what's cheaper? Rear Breed, Knob Creek.
Well, Knob Creek is the cheapest.
Well, then you got
But
Old Granddad.
yeah, well, granted, it's
So what is it?
least expensive.
4th cheapest? 3rd cheapest? If you
Something
could
The
see.
Elijah Craig.
Yeah, something like that.
We got Rare Breed. Anyways, so
Yeah.
it's for the price you're getting, you know, one of the best values, and like every review says, it's amazing.
It's really good.
It's the best value for proof that you can buy.
And it's So,
All
well,
right,
I guess
and
what
then,
do you think?
And then top 3 of them all, or at least a number 1. Like, just pick one.
Number 1 out of the whole shebang.
Whole shebang. Chitty
The whole
chitty bang
9
bang would
yards.
say blank.
I'm gonna go Old Forester 1920.
Wow. Look at that.
Zach, what's your top 3 out of the 6, and then same thing
Okay.
out of all of them?
Elijah Craig number 1. The last 6. That was so good.
Okay.
Woodford Reserve. I would disagree and say it's not that close. I didn't love it that much. And then I guess the non-little book, the Booker's Teresa's batch,
Okay.
instead of the Booker's.
Interesting.
Yeah. Chapter 3.
And your
Little book.
favorite?
Yikes. I'm more so just blown away by the Old Granddad. But my favorite flavor out of them all was the E.H. Taylor. No, I'm just joking.
Disqualified.
Probably the Four Roses single barrel. Honestly, yeah.
Really?
Okay. Carter, same
I'm
thing.
gonna go Elijah Craig, Woodford Reserve, and then the I can't remember the 17. What is it? 29.
1792.
1792.
Full
And
proof.
then
Okay.
for my favorite, I'm gonna go Old Granddad.
Really?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Out of everything.
Out of everything, the Old Granddad was amazing.
Okay. Well, so my top three would be Isla 6, Woodford Reserve. Then I would say the Elijah Craig.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably the Larceny.
Really?
Really.
Okay. And Hunter, what's your top three?
He just showed up.
Yep. Dylan's gonna say
Which one
it.
do
They
you?
were
What,
all so good.
which
Yeah,
one?
oh, so good.
Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Um,
All right. What's your number one
My number one,
out of them all?
1920.
Yeah. That's
Old Forester.
yeah.
I think it's
You and
phenomenal.
Sebastian are heathens. No. I'm just
Other than that, my
That was good.
my
That was
second
really
favorite
good.
would be the Woodford Reserve.
Woodford. Yeah.
So good.
The Woodford is really
But
good.
they're so similar. It's like you just buy the 1920. you
Yeah.
know? So, but all right. Well, that concludes our bourbon trials.
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
Nope.
I would say that high proof does not necessitate or necessarily mean better than the low proof. The
Okay.
part 1 and part 2,
There was
that was
really
a little
good stuff.
in matters of recording. That was quite a while ago, but
Yeah.
that was good. That was really good. My favorite out of all of these is still the E.H. Taylor, just because I really, really like how florally that smells and tastes and how candy-like it is. None of these come close to that, in my opinion. But in part, or in whole, I should say, try something thick. Try something really viscous that you read reviews about and see how you like the higher proof bourbons. Because that is really fun to experiment with. That's it.
Carter's final thoughts.
He's trying to find a water bottle.
No, now I'm just being a douche.
Oh, okay.
Oh, can you stop then? You have any final thoughts, Carter?
Whiskey. It's good. It's good.
It's what's for breakfast.
Just drink it.
Sebastian.
Final thoughts. Amateur tasting. Gold Forester 1920. It'll be hard to go bad with that. It'll be good.
That'd be good. My final thought is, I think you'll be safe anything 50% or above as far as flavor goes. You know, the H. Taylor, I agree with Zach, is a phenomenal whiskey, and can't really go wrong.
No.
But, well, thank you for joining us, and we're concluding our bourbon trials right now.
That's the conclusion.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's it.
Next is something different.
Something
Scotch
else.
trials. I guess we already recorded Scotch. Redo of the Scotch
The
trials.
re-Scotch.
And then the sake trials.
Sake.
And then the American whiskey trials,
Yep.
excluding bourbon.
We also got rye.
And we
And
got rye.
Are
We
we
got
not going to include that with the American whiskey?
No.
Okay.
No.
We got
I get that.
tea episodes coming soon.
Yep,
Wine
tea.
episodes.
Tea.
Maybe some some
Tea.
history on distilleries.
Yep. And remember, we're not alcoholics.
We're just alcohol enthusiasts. That's right. Thanks for listening.